It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we have the Pioneers leader at quarterback. We'll see him sling it all over the yard in this one. It's the Pioneers and the Elks, just ahead on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Pacific Northwest and the bustling city of Portland, Oregon. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Elks of Anchorage taking on the Pioneers of Portland.
Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Portland team entering play. Things haven't gone exactly according to plan to this point, but boy, you and I down there with them before the game, they were fired up.
And they understand how important this game is. Win this one, they can start to think about a turnaround.
Meanwhile, for visiting Anchorage,
they come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
This taken in right around the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And led out by their veteran quarterback. He's been around a while. They don't celebrate birthdays for him. They just cut him up, see how many rings he's got around the middle. He has been in the league a long time.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that, because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
To throw on 3rd down, McLeod. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And on now is the punter. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
They'll set up a throw.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive.
They'll have very good starting field position here after the turnover as they search for the first points of the ball game. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. Now a handoff up the middle. Bradford. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Elks use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And it's good to make it 7-0. So that drive, 4 plays. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Holt. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 7.
They'll look to throw.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
And taken right at the 35. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and out will come the offense as they take over.
Out comes Anchorage to take over offensively. And you figure this should be a healthy, a rested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
On 3rd down, McLeod.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
They bring their punter out there now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Portland's offense now about set to take over.
Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
And, partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's a give up the middle. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable second down.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Well, partner, given where that drive started, that's an excellent job defensively to force them into fourth down.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will extend their lead even further.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. They'll try to shake off the cobwebs from the interception he threw on the previous drive that led to the field goal, as now they're dealing with a little bit bigger of a deficit. 1st and 10.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 25-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Holt. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
When you look at this defense,
they're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And not just speed, not just their physical skills. You know what pulls it all together for this secondary? Their smarts and communication. They play really well as a unit.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is fielded at the 27. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return.
here's the Anchorage offense back out now.
They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
And an Anchorage 1st down.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
To throw on 2nd down, McLeod. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Trying to lay one up deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback.
Portland's offense now about set to take over. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 18-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. And his pass incomplete.
Before that last pass, 2 interceptions had already been thrown. And this last one tipped in the air, which means everyone on defense is almost fighting each other in order to get to the football to try and make it a third. Once you've thrown a couple, it's almost like a swarm of bees going after the ball. In this case, they weren't able to get there before it fell to the ground.
Well, obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, partner. And that quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that 3rd down snap.
And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return.
Out comes Anchorage to take over offensively. The last series form a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole.
2nd and 5.
At the 46-yard line.
Throw left side complete. That's Stevens. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
But you look at this defense.
They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because his feeling was good, solid performance. Did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win. They definitely would like to see some improvement in this week's game.
They always want improvement, don't they?
They certainly do. Let's give credit to the defense. They got plenty of bodies to the point of attack and stump the run. But I just wonder if the offensive line let down a little bit, knowing that the big guy was getting the ball, and they just expected him to pick up a first.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Portland's offense now about set to take over.
They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He gets it to Sims, complete. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
This is 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at their 48-yard line.
Up the middle they go. It's Holt. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Here's the Anchorage offense back out now. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. McLeod. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Was that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth.
3rd and 3.
10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. This offense so far on third down, they've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. Here it's 3rd and 3. Off play action, McLeod. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Larson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, McLeod. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
So a roughing the passer penalty and an automatic first down.
And that's the mark of a bad team, partner, because that's an easily preventable penalty, but they just didn't take the proper steps to make it so.
Throw left side complete. That's Larson. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Elks are able to widen their advantage.
Did my eyes deceive me, or was that an I formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
Little old school eye.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt. He's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes our score 17-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Portland's offense now about set to take over.
They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
3rd and 2.
He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Duncan. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Complete to number 16.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 7.
At the 33-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Holt. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
46-yard line.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
Now throw out wide, going to be incomplete. Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Here's 2nd and 10.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going. But we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series so those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. Shifts by him at the 25. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Delay of game, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still first down.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Looking to throw. McLeod. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. From the 35, here's a 2nd and 8.
At the 35-yard line.
Back to throw. McLeod. He finds his man. Complete. That's Larson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he'll be down at the 46. Well, they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. 2nd and a couple. Back to throw again. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, Elks.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And an Anchorage first down.
Throwing on first down. McLeod. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. McLeod. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
To throw on 3rd down. McLeod. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
They'll look to throw again. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Back to throw. McLeod. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And this brings up a 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. McLeod. Touchdown! From 8 yards out. And the Elks are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
You know, in golf, they often talk about playing the course and not worrying about what the other players are doing, what their scores are. That's essentially what we're seeing from this offense. They're just having fun and doing what they feel like doing today.
Extra point forthcoming. And the lead is now 24. So that drive spans 13 plays.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Portland's offense now about set to take over. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now back to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Good clean play, no flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Throwing to start the drive. McLeod. He's going to air one out. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
And just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
And that's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
On 3rd down, McLeod.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 17 yards there on 3rd down as they pick up a 1st and 10.
Good strong throw and catch right there, and so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Larson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Larson. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Now 2nd and 3.
Operating from the gun, McLeod.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder. You think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call.
Roughing the passer is defense.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw on 2nd down. McLeod. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Elks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow, because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Now the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. That time a 9-play drive. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. This offense back to work now late in this first half. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Looking left side, and it's complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Throwing to start the drive. McLeod. Throw left side complete. That's Larson. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The first half, no contest. What will the second half bring? As we are back and underway on EA Sports.
And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And that first half was nothing short of a disaster. 0 points on the scoreboard and a big 3 in the INT column.
So they've got to get him going, obviously, right? So you've got to get him in rhythm. And we always think of short passes. I think of jet sweeps where they just kind of toss the ball forward. You know, that counts as a forward pass. And then you can say to him, look at that. You completed 3, 4, 5 in a row. Now you've got to get your confidence going.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
At the 30-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Campbell. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Holt. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. Now a play fake here on 1st down.
A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there, because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
3rd and 5.
They'll set up to throw.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Up the middle they go. It's Holt. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Now 3rd down and 6.
They'll set up a throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. They'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown! A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Pioneers are able to cut into that deficit.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so, because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to 24. So that one a 13-play drive in total.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
Now, they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Off play action. McLeod. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a first down. Off the play fake, McLeod. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Operating from the gun, McLeod. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one goes for 30 yards.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, McLeod. And this one complete to Smith. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it's 2nd down.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 12-yard line.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Back to throw, McLeod. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Elks have opened the lead up to 30. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their...
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Holt. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The 13 yards that time at a first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Campbell making the catch. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
It's a gain of 9.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
At the 45-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Holt, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in the Rose City of Portland, Oregon. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. 2nd and 11. He finds his man, complete. It's Barker. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's 3rd and 7.
Back to throw here. This is caught. Touchdown! From 8 yards out.
And the Pioneers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
And that touchdown there, it's not going to get them a win. It makes things a little more respectable.
Yeah, a little more palatable going out in this ball game. A little something to build on going into the next game, but it won't alter the final score.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is down to 24. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Here's the Anchorage offense back out now. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now a handoff up the middle. Bradford. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Down to about the 37.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. 4 yards on the
From the
pickup.
37, they work on 2nd and 6. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 12 yards there and a first down.
And an Anchorage first down.
He finds his man complete. It's Stevens. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Brought down at the 20-yard line. A gain of 4. And it's
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 85 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point.
Touchdown! From 8 yards out. And the Elks start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th. And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
But that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Pioneers 14.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds his man complete. It's Barker. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Barker. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Here's 2nd and 3. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first. They're going to look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Barker. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 26-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. Catch made here by Campbell. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Back to throw.
Now that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick six territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a fourth down. Well played.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Pioneers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So, Charles, they had him double covered in the end zone. It still was not enough.
I wonder if they're thinking to themselves now, 2 didn't work. Do we go for 3 guys on him next time? Because he fought through all that extra attention, got himself into a great position where his quarterback felt confident enough to challenge the coverage and threw it his way. What a big-time play right there, both by the quarterback trusting him and by him going up and getting it.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team.
Recovered by the receiving team.
Out comes Anchorage to take over offensively. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football. You're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
On second down, they'll run it here. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Here is 3rd and 5.
Off play action. McLeod.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and look like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Holding offense.
Oh, no.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now a give right side. Bradford. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
To throw on 3rd down, McLeod.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns. And it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds his man, complete. That's Holt. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
60 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Here comes third and about a foot.
They'll look to throw here. That is caught and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
30-yard line.
Looking to throw. This is caught at the 8. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
7-yard line.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared, but executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for Anchorage,
it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for Portland, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.